On the morning of July 4, 1954, a quiet suburban home in Bay Village, Ohio, turned into the epicenter of one of the most notorious murder cases in American history. Dr. Sam Sheppard, a respected osteopathic physician, claimed he was attacked by a bushy-haired intruder. But when authorities arrived, they found his pregnant wife, Marilyn, brutally murdered in their bedroom. The shocking details of the crime, and the trial that followed, would captivate the nation and leave questions unanswered for decades. What really happened that fateful night? The Sheppards seemed to have it all: a loving marriage, a young son, and a beautiful home overlooking Lake Erie. Sam was a charismatic doctor, and Marilyn was known for her kindness and radiant smile. But behind the idyllic facade, cracks began to show. Rumors of marital discord and Sam's alleged infidelity would later play a pivotal role in the investigation. Marilyn and Sam spent the evening entertaining friends at their home. After dinner, they settled in for the night, with Sam falling asleep on the couch. Around 4 a.m., Sam claimed to hear Marilyn screaming his name from upstairs. Rushing to her aid, he said he encountered a shadowy figure who knocked him unconscious. When he awoke, he found Marilyn's lifeless body in their blood-soaked bedroom. The scene was gruesome. Marilyn had been struck more than 20 times, her injuries suggesting a violent and personal attack. The room was ransacked, yet nothing of value appeared to be missing. Sam's story of an intruder seemed plausible at first, but inconsistencies in his account soon raised suspicions. How could the killer vanish without a trace? As news of the murder spread, the media descended on Bay Village. Local papers painted Sam as a guilty man, and the public quickly turned against him. The spectacle was overwhelming, with reporters camping outside the Sheppard home and courtroom. Sam's stoic demeanor was interpreted as coldness, and whispers about his alleged affair became fuel for his detractors. Sam Sheppard's trial began in October 1954, and it was nothing short of a media circus. The prosecution argued that Sam, enraged by marital issues, had killed Marilyn in a fit of rage. The defense maintained that an intruder was responsible, pointing to the chaotic state of the bedroom. Despite the lack of physical evidence linking Sam to the crime, the jury was swayed by the emotional testimony and media pressure. He was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. Sam's conviction not only shattered his life, but also devastated his young son, Chip, who was sent to live with relatives. In prison, Sam spiraled into depression and health issues, his once promising career and reputation in ruins. Yet, he maintained his innocence, vowing to one day clear his name. 12 years later, in 1966, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that Sam's trial had been tainted by excessive media interference. The justices declared that the carnival atmosphere had deprived him of a fair trial. Sam was released from prison and granted a retrial. This time, with a stronger defense team and forensic evidence supporting his story, he was acquitted. But was he truly innocent? Or was the case simply too old to prove otherwise? Dr. Paul Kirk, a forensic expert, became a pivotal figure in the retrial. He argued that the blood patterns at the scene suggested a left-handed attacker, while Sam was right-handed. Kirk also posited that the ransacked room and other details were consistent with an intruder's behavior. Despite his acquittal, many questions remained. If not Sam, then who? Over the years, several theories have emerged about the true killer. Some pointed to Richard Eberling, a window washer with a history of violence, who had stolen items from the Sheppard home. Others believed the crime was a botched burglary, yet no theory has definitively solved the mystery, leaving the murder of Marilyn Sheppard an enduring enigma. One of the most compelling suspects was Richard Eberling, the Sheppard's former window washer. Decades after Marilyn's death, Eberling was convicted of another murder, and during interviews, he hinted at involvement in the Sheppard case. Investigators uncovered that he had stolen jewelry from the Sheppard home in the past, and his fingerprints were found near the crime scene. Despite these clues, no charges were ever brought against him for Marilyn's murder. Even after his acquittal, Sam Sheppard struggled to rebuild his life. Public opinion remained divided, with many believing he had gotten away with murder. His medical license was revoked, forcing him to take odd jobs to make ends meet. Eventually, he attempted a career as a professional wrestler under the moniker Killer Sheppard, a move that only added to the sensationalism surrounding his name. The Sheppard case transcended the courtroom, leaving a lasting impact on American culture. It inspired the hit TV show The Fugitive and its 1993 film adaptation starring Harrison Ford. The story's themes of wrongful conviction, media bias, and the pursuit of justice resonated with audiences, further cementing the case's place in history. The murder of Marilyn Sheppard was one of the first cases where the media played a significant role in shaping public opinion. Sensational headlines and biased reporting influenced the trial's outcome, sparking debates about the fairness of media coverage in criminal cases. The Sheppard trial became a cautionary tale about the dangers of trial by media. In the decades following the case, advances in forensic science have shed new light on the investigation. Modern DNA testing methods have been suggested as a way to re-examine the evidence, but much of it has been lost or degraded over time. Experts believe that if the case occurred today, it might have been solved definitively. Sam and Marilyn's son, Chip Sheppard, dedicated his life to clearing his father's name. He worked tirelessly to keep the case in the public eye, advocating for new investigations and forensic testing. Chip's efforts brought attention to the flaws in the original trial, but he too was haunted by the tragedy and unanswered questions surrounding his family. The Sheppard case highlights critical issues in the criminal justice system, including the influence of media, the importance of forensic evidence, and the human cost of wrongful convictions. It serves as a reminder that justice must be pursued with care and impartiality, especially in high-profile cases. Despite decades of scrutiny, the murder of Marilyn Sheppard remains unsolved. Was it a jealous husband, a vengeful intruder, or something else entirely? Each theory has its supporters and detractors, and every new revelation seems to deepen the mystery rather than solve it. What do you think? Was Sam Sheppard an innocent man wrongly accused, or did he commit the crime of passion that he was accused of? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more unsolved mysteries and infamous crimes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Your support helps us continue uncovering stories that deserve to be told. The murder of Marilyn Sheppard is a story of love, betrayal, and injustice that has captivated generations. It's a case that reminds us how fragile the truth can be and how easily it can be obscured by emotion, bias, and time. Whether justice was served or not, Marilyn's tragic death and its aftermath remain an enduring chapter in the annals of true crime history.